Hi guys, it's Julia. Welcome back to JM Squared Vintage. I am here today with another epic Goodwill bins haul. This is not your standard run-of-the-mill thrift store. This is the bins where they roll out things that were not able to be sold in the regular stores. On occasion, you'll get some raw donations, but it's a very different shopping experience. If you ever want me to do kind of like a rundown of what to expect when you go to the bins, leave a comment below. Happy to kind of bring you the content that you're looking for. But before we get started, if you are new here, if you like flipping for a profit, if you like thrifting, if you like vintage, don't forget to hit subscribe down below. I'd love to have you along on this thrifting journey. I love building a community of other, nerds that love to go and find treasures in the thrift stores and in the bins. But without further ado, let's get into the goods. So to get started, we've got this cute little white cotton eyelet dress from Sundays in Brooklyn, which I believe is an Anthropologie house brand. Super cute, white cotton, almost like a little grid line eyelet, if you can see that. Tiered construction, it's fully lined. This is super cute. Nice little tie neck back. Perfect for like a little bridal shower or something of that ilk. Cute little find there. For the men's department, we've got this awesome little prana shirt. Now, I love finding men's prana. It sells so well. This is something that my husband wears all the time. This really bright, sunshiny shirt. This has a hot date with my steamer, so pun intended. But it's a size large. It's this sunshiny yellow with little, I think these are green or blue dots. Super cute. These will go for probably $25. New, they're like $60, $70, but they resell well because they wear and they wash so well. So good find there. Something to look out for as you're shopping. This one, I was so excited to find this. And I was so excited to come home and do some research. I grabbed this. There's no tag up here. And there's no on the cuff brand tag anywhere on this shirt. But I recognize that the construction was extremely high end. If you look at that hem, that was really my tell. Silk chiffon is just one of those fabrics that's notoriously difficult to work with. So when you see something that is built like this, you know that it's something special. So digging around in here, it's a black tag, so it was kind of hard to find. And it had an RN number, and this was registered to Grupo Atelier, which is owned by Robert Rodriguez, who I believe used to be the head designer for Halston, which kind of connects with this construction. But if you take a look, it's got this front ruffle here, a double layer front ruffle, and the sleeves are what really caught my eye. I don't know if you can tell what's going on here, but it's got these kind of bell sleeves, but it's like one piece of fabric that's kind of draped around, so it gives it this just really interesting texture. I think the sold comps I'm seeing on stuff like this are in between $50 and $100. This is probably a $400 or $500 shirt new, but I was so excited to find this. This is right up my alley. It's very witchy, so it's the right time for something like this. I don't think that that'll last long at all, and it again, beautifully made. Here we've got a beautiful piece, again, something I grabbed because I felt the quality. It's this beautiful sage green silk chiffon dress with this, incredibly delicate, I don't know if you can see up close that lace. And it's that kind of lace that if you're not looking really closely, there could very easily be a hole, but there's not a hole to be seen. The maker on this is Nicole, and it does say Italy. So I couldn't really find anything about Nicole, but any kind of silk made in Italy moment, I'm gonna grab it. It's just this beautiful little shift style dress. It's short, it's a beautiful color. This will sell well for the holidays. It's because, just the color is perfect for it. And it's in fantastic condition. I'm not quite sure. Oh yeah, that lining is ultra fine cotton too. It's a size extra small, a bit of an oversized fit. Maybe 30 or 40 bucks on the resale market. Again, I don't know if Nicole is a known brand, but it is beautifully made. Something that should sell on style alone. Next up here, we've got this dress from Per Se. It's this beautiful textured black. It's got a little bit of a stretch to it. It's a midi length with a front slit, which I love. And the funny thing is I grabbed this because I heard per se and I immediately thought high end, but what didn't connect the dots until I got home was that when I was thinking of per se, I was thinking of the extremely expensive high-end restaurant in Napa, not the clothing brand. Luckily, my spidey senses with the quality kind of paid off because per se is a very expensive brand. That's the tag. But not to be confused with fabulous restaurant in Napa. So I'm not quite sure what this will go for on the resale market. I think this used to have a waist tie. You can see the little belt loops, and I didn't find anything around it. But even without, it's a very cool like shift dress. It's a very minimalist kind of style. So maybe $35 or $40 on that. And it's in fabulous condition. So that's, I mean, it's a beautiful little black dress that I don't think will have any problem selling. It's size 4, so it's a little small, but I do think that is an oversized fit. I grabbed this one. I like cotton skirts. They just always have, you know, this little boho style, cotton lawn, embroidered. Look at that little embroidery moment there. Little skirt, kind of fit and flare skirt from Tahari. Tahari sells pretty well for me, but it doesn't sell for a ton. So if I find it in the bins, I'm quite happy to grab it. You know, maybe $20, $25 on this. It's just a very classic style and, you know, really fits with a lot of the stuff that I do sell from Tahari. So great little find. Next up, I had to bring in my husband on this one because I know nothing about soccer. But I found this jersey, and it's not a jersey. I think this is a warm-up, but I believe that this is like an authentic warm-up, not to be confused with a replica warm-up. Again, I had to get a crash course in all of this. This is Real Madrid, and the player's name is James Rodriguez. I believe it's James Rodriguez. I will put that on the, I will correct that on the screen if I am wrong. But it's from 2015, and I'm not quite sure what this will get. I've seen some sold comps that are like $100. I feel like that's a bit of a pipe dream, but you know, I'm going to safely assume maybe $20 on this. It is in fabulous condition. Again, I believe that this is authentic versus replica. Just the materialization of the stripes just feels like something they would put on an ultra high performance gear piece. But it is made by Adidas. I think a great find. You know, I paid $1 for it. So worst case scenario, it goes back to donation, or I give it to a little kid who loves Real Madrid. But what a find. What a find in the bins. We've got this super cute kind of grape purple Woolrich short sleeve t-shirt with a little bit of an eyelet trim. Can you kind of get in close on that? I think it's so pretty. It is a 2XL, which is the main reason I grabbed it. Woolrich, I've sold quite a few of their plaid flannels because they're incredibly made. They're almost shackets, you know, they're like heavyweight flannel. They're made to be used as toppers, not necessarily your base shirt. But Woolrich quality is always really nice. A 2XL is a great size to find. You know, for $1, I rolled the dice on it. I think this will pull in maybe $15 or $20, which, you know, isn't amazing profit, but it is still profit. And it's a great shirt that, you know, hopefully is not going to overseas or into a landfill. Cute little top, and I love that color. I've got this beautiful white dress. I mean, this couldn't be, I mean, this is like the definition of ethereal. It's this incredibly floaty, I think this is like a viscose, but it's got 2 side vents. It's fully lined in this ultra soft cotton. I like that the neckline is a little bit stretchy, so it'll kind of bend to fit whatever you're working with here. Just beautiful. I throw this on a vacation and you are ready to go. It's by a company. This is another one that I couldn't really find much on. It's called Meo Melli, and it's made in Italy. You know, so anything like this that I find anything made in Italy for the most part, this is not cheap construction. Italy is not a cheap place to manufacture anything in. So it's usually worth a try at the bins. So I'm not quite sure what this will go for. Sold comps were kind of all over the place. I saw things that had sold for $100. I saw things that sold for $8. So somewhere in between there. I know that's not much help, but that is what I'm working with. So, and it's just about midi length, like high ankle. Look at that. Look at the float on that fabric. Just gorgeous. Oh, this was an exciting find. And I feel like I grabbed it very skeptical just because of the novelty print. And sure enough, it's a, I don't know if you can see the label here. It is Moschino. Moschino? I don't know how that's pronounced, but I grabbed it. I'm like, you know, I'm gonna take a chance on it for $1. And worst case scenario, it goes back. It certainly felt like wool. Like this felt like a quality fabric. The embroidery, the weave, all the patterning is done like in the weave, and I know that that's pretty expensive to do. So I took it home, and sure enough, they're out there. So this was probably a $400 or $500 sweater. There is a little bit of a condition issue, which you can't really see. Oh, there it is. So it looks like, and this needs like professional care. So I will bring this to the cleaner and have it professionally cleaned and steamed and pressed. But as you can see, it probably ended up in the bins because it had a broken button there. But like so many good quality pieces, there is a spare button inside, and that is an easy fix that I can do. So I will get that fixed up, get her cleaned up, and get her for sale. I mean, you know, if I can get this looking good and looking mint, there's no reason I shouldn't be able to get $75, $80 for this. Super, super cute. All right, we've got these cute little joggers from Fate. This is a boutique brand. And I gotta say, you know, looking at these on camera, this fading looks so much more extreme on camera than it does in real life. It looks kind of gently faded here. But they're these like kind of chambray tencel. They've got, they're not joggers, but they are kind of tapered pants, a little baggy. Oh, now that I'm looking at this, they are jogger in the front, straight in the back. Do you see that? They're like mullet pants. I've never seen that before. But they're super breezy. They're in fantastic condition. They're a size small, little drawstring. And again, I think that this is a boutique brand, but really nicely made. Like the construction's quite nice. Little chalk stripes, you know, maybe $20, $25 on those. I've got this awesome sweater from Saturday Sunday, which is an Anthropologie in-house brand. And it's this, goodness, kind of oversized, exaggerated drop tail turtleneck. Again, it's a size medium large, which is always a good size to find. You can see kind of how that turtleneck goes. But if you turn around to the back, this is really where the surprise is. You know, so the front kind of hits at mid-hip, and then the back has that really cool drape. Oh, there you go. And it goes down to about mid-thigh. This is in perfect condition. You know, probably because it is a more substantial piece and it's really like of the time right now, you know, maybe $35, maybe $40 on this. I've sold other Saturday, Sunday pieces and they've sold pretty well for me. Their quality is always really nice, but that's the tag to keep your eye out for while you are out shopping. This was a great find. I don't think that this kind of reminds me of a Free People piece that I sold just 2 weeks ago, and I sold it, like I listed it and it was sold within 3 hours, and one of you actually commented on my Poshmark saying, "Oh, I watched the video and I came here to buy it and it was already gone." It was one of the fastest selling pieces I've ever listed. So I think this is a great piece, and I don't think that that's going to last. So, and I'm so sorry to you that moves so quickly. This is another one that I took a chance on, and the brand is Sassy Nini. I've never heard of it before, but the tag was really, did that show up there? There you go. The tag was really interesting to me. It's something I've never seen anything like it, but I grabbed it because the print was really bright. This kind of reminds me of some of the Chico's summer prints. And if you look closely, it's like dye sublimated patterning on top of like a shadow pattern. Let me see if I can like get that up close. The camera, can you kind of see what I'm talking about there? It's really interesting. I do think that this is a boutique brand, but it's a nice cut. It's an extra large. The colors are so bright and cheery. It's super like lightweight cotton. It's made really nicely. So I think maybe $20, $25 on this. This is something I think that'll sell kind of on style alone. Super, super cute. Here we have this cool little like short sleeve long line cardigan from Athleta. It is a newer label, Athleta. It is an extra small, but the fit is pretty oversized. There you go. I believe that this is merino wool. It's got side vents here. It's got front pockets, and it's got this kind of contrast rib detail in the back. I don't think that this will last long at all. This is Athleta, newer Athleta stuff usually moves pretty quickly. This is just great to kind of throw on after your workout or throw on as you're running around town. It's got that like long line, you know, it's got all the things going for it. So probably 35 or 40 bucks on that. And I don't think that'll sit at all. It's in fantastic shape. Next up here, we've got this cute piece from Torrid. I think that this might hang out in my store until holidays because this feels so holiday to me, but it's this beautiful green sweater with these like black lace details here at the collar with a little keyhole. And, you know, the thing I love about Torrid is they know how to design for women with like curves. They know what we need. They know that we're not going out without a bra anytime soon. So if you look closely, you can see where the actual, let me see if I can get my hand under there so you can see the contrast. You can kind of see where the green part comes underneath. This right here is like right where a bra would sit. So you have that kind of peekaboo neckline, but you're still supported. You're still locked and loaded. This is a great shape. I think it's a size 3, which I believe is like a size 18 in Torrid. You would think that I have the size chart memorized by now, but it's a great size. It's in great condition, you know, probably $25, $30 on this. And again, I don't anticipate this flying out until we're closer to like the holidays. And I'm okay with that because I think that this is going to make somebody feel real good when they put that on. Another one I grabbed, I apologize, all my kind of keepers are interspersed throughout. I just kind of took everything out of the bags and stacked them up. This I saw, it says it's called a like hot heat out. It said heat out on the sleeves. And as soon as I saw heat out, I knew exactly what this was. This is made, I believe by Cycle World. This is made for motorcyclists. Now I have a lot of motorcyclists in my family, including my brother. And this is something that you wear when you're riding on really hot days, and it moves heat away from your body. And you have to think you're sitting on a hot engine. You are hopefully wearing full protective gear, protecting your chest, protecting your back, protecting your spine. And that gets real hot when you're riding in the middle of summer. So this is something you would wear underneath that protective gear. So I don't think that these sell for all too much, but I'm just going to save this for my brother because I don't want him having any excuse whatsoever to be out on his motorcycle without protective gear. Ooh, I loved this. So this is from a brand called Some. And I believe this is it's just a boutique brand, but the quality on this is so nice and it's so timely. It's really kind of fall vibes. It's this like oversized, heavy duty, kind of patchwork flannel shirt topper. This isn't quite, I think that this is more of like a shacket. This is something you would wear kind of open. It's a size large, which is a great size. This is 100% cotton. And I wish like, can you get in close on this? This doesn't feel like your typical, this feels like heavy woven flannel. It just has a nice drape to it. It's not going to stick to everything like flannel can sometimes do. I think, you know, because of the style of this, it's got a cute little like raw hem on the bottom and 2 different plaids that are just like so fall. I can't even handle it. I think I might be able to get somewhere like $35 on this because it is pretty substantial. The construction is so, so nice. And again, this is one I would buy just for the style alone. So we've got a piece here from J. Jill, and unfortunately, like the size tags and the content tags have been taken out, but I was able to find the style, and it's this gorgeous linen blend, long line sweater. I believe this is a size XL or 2XL, just going off of the kind of optics of it. I'm gonna guess it's probably XL, but it's got this beautiful drape to it. It's this nice like marled gray colorway. It's long line. It's got kind of nice loose sleeves. This will sell in no time flat. You know, picking up a substantial J. Jill piece at the bins is like immediate cash register. But it's also, really nice quality. Like, I know that this is going to be used a ton. This will be like a go-to topper for whoever buys it. I think probably 35 on that, maybe 30, maybe 40, depending on style. I'll have to do a little bit more research, get the style name, kind of find out the exact size, but that's a find. I love, 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 love finding J. Jill with their really high quality fabrics in the bins. Now, I know it's not the season for this, but I couldn't leave it behind because it was so cute. This adorable little lace front, fringe bottom top from Fanuel, which I believe is another boutique brand. But again, the quality on this is really nice. There's no size tags. I'm looking at this, it's thinking a smaller medium, but I love the lace. I mean, the lace is in really great shape. It's very, very intricate and detailed. And the fringes are wonderful and so fun. I don't think that this will last. I mean, even if this hangs in my closet for a couple months until it's festival season again, I'm not mad about it. I am just so excited to get this back out into the world. It's so cute. Maybe $20, $25 on this. I don't think it'll be anything crazy, but it is just so cute. Now, guys, I have to warn you, the cashmere and silk situation in the bins this week was intense. I found so much cashmere, so much silk, so much like high quality wool. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. And now, this is typically the kind of the silk for sure I'll find around this time. This is end of season when people are cleaning out closets. But the cashmere, I couldn't believe it. So the first piece I found here was this gorgeous James Purse cashmere cowl neck turtleneck sweater in this absolutely beautiful dove gray. I mean, this is just, it's like gossamer. I don't know of another term for it. It is light as a feather cashmere. It's in fantastic condition. Look at that hem. Isn't that adorable with the little curved bottom and the little side vent there? It's in perfect condition, no moth holes. I love the cowl neck. This is just a very classic, classy sweater. And it's by James Purse. James Purse, you may know from his sheets, but, at the end of the day, his brand is all about textiles. Like, he kind of became famous, I don't know, 10, 20 years ago because he had these like $85 undershirts that everybody in Hollywood was obsessed with. And there's good reason. He really sources the best of the best of the best textiles. And it shows in the sweater. This is absolutely positively gorgeous. This is probably a $400 or $500 sweater when it was bought new. I'll probably get between $50 and $75 for this. And I don't think it'll sit very long. It is just beautiful, and it's a size 1, so I'm not quite sure what that means, but just eyeballing it, it's a size smaller, medium, but absolutely gorgeous. I'm so excited to find that. That is definitely a Bolo brand if you're not familiar with James Purse, but if you are, no big deal. And we've got another incredible cashmere piece, and this one is from Theory. Again, we spoke earlier about Theory and how they are textile forward. There you go. This is a men's sweater, or this is probably a unisex sweater, size large. And oh no, there's a couple little moth holes. Dang, guys, this is the PSA to keep your cashmere, your wool, your silk, anything kind of protein based, any protein based fiber. Keep it packed in cedar. If you have a cedar closet, keep it in your cedar closet. I'm lucky enough to have a cedar closet. This is a very old house. I'm lucky enough to have a cedar closet. So anything like this that I'm selling, I keep in there. But even if you don't have a cedar closet, on Amazon, you can pick up, multi-packs of different cedar kind of components. You know what? Let me go grab a few. I grabbed a few out. This one I bought when I was moving here because I didn't know what the situation was going to be. And I knew that there were moths in California. So I grabbed this kind of multi-pack, and it's got, something like this that you can just hang on the rack, or something like this that you can kind of put over a hanger just to get that scent in there to keep the moths away. And if you ever need to like reactivate these, or you feel like they're not doing their best, you can just take a little piece of sandpaper and kind of rub on it and get that the aromatics going again. But I'll link the multi-pack that I bought. I want to say it was like 15 or 20 bucks on Amazon. It is one of the, if you are somebody who is big on investment pieces, having high quality cashmere or silk or anything like that in your wardrobe that you want to last a lifetime, this is a small investment to make, and I swear it will save your sweaters from the fate of this. Oh, that breaks my heart, but now it's mine. That's a win-win. I will link those down below. Seriously, it is a worthwhile investment for your closet or anything you're selling. And I want to say that this came with like 30 pieces of each. You had the little rings, you have the little bars, and there were like little balls that you can put in your sock drawer if you have a lot of wool socks. So money well spent. Next up, I grabbed this because this is one that I grabbed because I thought it was super cute. It's this little like open weave sweater from Vintage Havana. I believe that's a brand you see in Nordstrom or Macy's, but I just grabbed it because the style was super cute. It has this little like red thread detail here at the neckline, and a cute little knit pattern here at the wrist, a little bit of a longer sleeve, so it kind of comes over the hands. This I believe is a size small, but super cute. You know, I think I'll get like 15 bucks for that. I don't think it'll fetch too much, but I do think that'll move relatively quickly just based on the style. We've got another one here from one of our all-time favorites to find in the bins, and that is Eileen Fisher. I love seeing that, you know, made of Italian yarn. This is, I think 100% wool. It's this beautiful like burgundy ribbed turtleneck. It's a size small. That's a size small. Yeah, it's a size small, in perfect condition, nice and chunky and nubby. This is going to be great for the fall season. I mean, anything Eileen Fisher sells so quickly. She just has such a devoted following, and for good reason. You know, her pieces are so high quality. They're made of that, you know, that lifetime textile, you know, your full wools, your cashmere, your silks. And the construction is absolutely like outstanding. So this is something that, you know, even if you're looking for your own wardrobe, do not hesitate to kind of invest in Eileen Fisher pieces, because if you take care of them, they will be with you for your whole life. We've got a couple fitness pieces coming up here. First up is this pair of leggings from Alphalete. And this is a brand that was started by a fitness YouTuber. Now I believe he owns a gym. He's down in Texas, I think. His name's Christian. But these leggings have an absolute cult following. And this is why, if you can kind of look closely, the way that the texture changes, not only does it give you support in areas that are a little bit more stressed when you're lifting like around your knees, but it also gives you all of the contours on your body. I mean, this is the kind of leggings that you put on, you're like, where did that come from? But they have a real cult following. So if you see them while you're out, grab them. I mean, these, you can feel the like snatching qualities of this. This is a size small in a nice burgundy color. I think new they go for like $70 or so, but even on the resale market, they're going between $30 and $40, and they go pretty quick. So definitely a Bolo brand if you've never heard of them before. And if you are a leggings enthusiast, be sure to check them out, because a lot of people really love them, and usually that's for a reason. The only other brand of leggings that I've ever seen have that level of dedication, of course, is Lululemon, and that's a little bit more, you know, everybody knows it. Something to check out, especially if you are, you know, somebody who likes to spend a lot of time in the gym. We've also got this pair of Gymshark sweatpants. This is a size small. I'm not quite sure if these are men's or women's. I'm thinking that they're men's just based on the styling here. But this is such high quality fleece. Like, it's 100% cotton, and you can feel it. It's got little cargo pockets here on the side, and they are zipped, deep front pockets here. These are in great shape. You know, maybe 30 bucks on these. That's the brand, guys. If you ever see that out while you are thrifting, be sure to grab it, because just like Alpha Elite, Gymshark also has a ton of devotees. A different kind. Gymshark, I think, toes the line a little bit more. Of course, they have great like gym wear, but they also have a lot of great athleisure, where Alpha Elite, I believe, is all about that like performance gym apparel. So here we've got this great pair of pants from Chico's. It's a size 2 in Chico's, which is a US size 12, so it's a great size. And I believe this style is called the clean cargo. As you can see, they've got these cargo pockets on the side, but they're so like flush. You know, typically like cargo pockets just like add bulk. Nobody needs bulk where those cargo pockets are. But so these are nice and flat to the leg, and then the bottom you can wear rolled up with a little button tab, or you can wear them straight down. These are in fantastic shape. I can't remember the name of this fabric, but it's one of like their known fabrics. It's a great piece. I think these will go for probably $35. And pretty quickly, you know, they're a great transitional piece from summer to fall. They're classic, they're black, and they're in great shape. You know, check, 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 check. Chico's moves. Next up here, we've got this really cute top from Waif. This is another like Nordstrom brand, and it is a little wrinkled, apologies, but it's this long line olive green top. I think this can be worn like open, even as a dress if you really wanted to. It is missing a button, but there is a button on the inside that I'm going to replace. Just get that looking real good before I get it photographed and listed. But a great piece. I think this will go for 25 or 30 bucks. You know, it's a pretty in-demand brand. It's a great piece. It's a good transitional piece from summer to fall. So it's size medium. And here's the tag to keep your eyes out for. It's called Waif. And I believe that stands for Where Are You From? Yes, where are you from? I do love an acronym. This was one I grabbed just because it's weird and well made. We all know my rule there, but I saw this cool sweater. You know, the colors really caught my eye. The knit really caught my eye. It's really nicely made. And the brand here is Giorgio de Mare Yachting Collection. You know, anytime I see yachting, I just think cha-ching. Look at these sleeves. So the sleeves kind of on the surface look like they're just kind of blue with a little ridge, but when you put an arm in there, you can see like, can you see that? There you go. Like the little cable pops out and you have gold behind. So, you know, this isn't necessarily like a $400 sweater. I think new these sell for like 70 or 80 bucks, but I think that this will go for like 30, just because of the style. You know, this, it's kind of over the top, luxury, preppy. You can use all the keywords for it. I just think it's super duper cute. Now this I love finding in the bins. I'm always really excited when I find them, especially here. I have so many vintage sellers. You know, so I'm in Southern California, so we have the Rose Bowl Flea Market, we have Long Beach Antiques Market, and we have Melrose Trading Post, which are 3 absolutely legendary vintage fashion destinations. On any given weekend, you can go and find some of the best vintage fashion in the world. And while that is amazing, if you are willing to pay up, if you are looking to find these kind of things in the bins, you're going to be hard pressed, because there's a lot of competition going for the same thing. So when one of these like lands in my grab, I'm going to grab it. And this is, it's a vintage Western shirt. It's definitely got a lot of wear on it. I don't know how vintage it is, but it's made by El Paso by Britannia. 100% cotton, made in Hong Kong. So that's the tag. It's a size medium. It's got the, you know, the classic pearl snaps. It's in really great shape despite a little bit of like sun fading. But I think when it comes to selling something like this that's vintage, you want a little bit of that wear. You don't want anything that looks pristine unless you're going for like a show outfit. And you know, if you want to know what I'm talking about when I say a show outfit, just Google rodeo queens. Those things go for thousands of dollars. But you know, this will probably fetch $30 or $40, and it'll sell pretty quickly. It's the right time for something like this. Always really excited when I'm able to get my hands on something like that. We've got this another Torrid piece. It's a size 2. It's this cute little empire waist, kind of tucked placket, you know, button down shirt in this nice like khaki color. This is something that, you know, it's a nice neutral, so it should go quickly. It's in great shape. It's a size 2, which I believe is like a 16 to 18. Again, I should know the Torrid size chart by now, but it's a great size. It's in great condition. It's a nice style. It's right at the right time. I need to hit that with the steamer before I photograph it, but a great find. Probably 25 or 30 bucks on that, depending on the style. Certain styles on Torrid sell out quickly and have like a really like fervent amount of people like looking for it. So, you know, it could be higher, but probably 25, 30 bucks on that. Ooh, yes. This piece I absolutely love. Again, needs a hot date with my steamer. Pun intended again. Please, please stop me. Please stop me with those jokes. But look at this gorgeous top from J. Jill. This is giving me all of the Johnny Was vibes. It's kind of made of that same silky material with the same kind of long blousey sleeves. But look at this embroidery. Let me see if I can get this up close so you can get some detail. You see that? It is like a neutral blend of different flowers. Oh, it's so pretty. And this is in fabulous condition. No rips, no stains, no tears, no nothing. It's a size medium. I think this will fly out of my closet. It is just such a beautiful piece. It's kind of seasonless. You can throw this on with something warmer underneath for winter, for sure. Summer and fall, you just throw a little cami underneath. Absolutely gorgeous. I've never seen anything like this from J. Jill, so I'm not quite sure what that'll get. You know, maybe 30, 35 bucks on that. It really is beautifully made, and this embroidery is just stunning. You know I love when I find a piece and I just grab it because it feels like it's dripping with quality. And that's what happened with this cute little sweater. This is just like a plain gray, you know, heather gray turtleneck. But when I felt the sleeve, this is kind of what was sticking up. I was like, whoa, what is that? And you know, whatever I'm feeling is not a cheap piece. Cute little basic turtleneck. And the brand is called Emerson Fry. And I'd never heard of them before. But when I did a quick comp, I mean, these sell for like almost $200 when they're new, and they sell on the resale market pretty high as well, probably somewhere between $50 and $75 just for the basics. I mean, this is like the definition of an investment piece. This is a simple gray turtleneck that you'll keep forever. I mean, it's so well made. The fabric is just like, I wish I could explain it because it just looks like t-shirt material, but it is so nice. It almost feels plush. And if you look at the inside, it almost looks like the backside of French terry. Can you kind of see that little weave to it? There you go. Oh, it's just gorgeous. So guys, definite Bolo brand to keep your eyes out for while you are out and about. Again, I had never heard of them before now, and I will be eagle eyes for Emerson Fry going forward. That is a cool find, and definitely a great new brand that I've learned about. An old favorite. I know this is not the right season to be finding Lilly Pulitzer, but I am never going to be mad at finding a beautiful condition, basically brand new Lilly Pulitzer dress. This is called the Janice dress with this kind of beautiful, like, can you see that? Piping work there down the neckline. I mean, there's still the plastic on the little zipper pull in the back. It's beautiful condition. You know, Lilly Pulitzer, if you're not familiar with her, designs pretty much resort wear, and she's known for her bright kind of pink and green colorway. Her prints, people collect specific prints. Kind of, you remember how like Vera Bradley, people had one print that they loved and they kind of got all the pieces in the same print. Lilly Pulitzer does the same thing, but you know, the thing about Lilly is the right time to find Lilly Pulitzer is like March or April when you're just heading into summer. But the fact of the matter is, you know, Lilly Pulitzer is, you know, her pieces are evergreen. You don't buy a dress for a season. You buy this dress for the next 20 summers of your life. And people are always going on vacation to somewhere warm. There's cruises, there's tropical island vacations. This will get snapped up in no time flat, and it'll sell for a pretty good clip. Again, I think brand new, this is about $198, maybe a little bit more. I anticipate getting somewhere between $50 and $75. Again, it's a size large. It's a super classic silhouette, super flattering. And this will be gone. I wouldn't be surprised if this was gone before this video even aired. Now I've got a mystery piece. Another mystery piece. This beautiful little wisp of a silk tank. This is so well made. The seaming on this is beautiful. The finishing on this is beautiful. It's got this, you know, just kind of like extended racer back. Can you kind of see that? It's like an exaggerated racer back with a little diagonal seam that goes from there to there. And the only branding on this that I could find is a single sequin. And I feel like I've seen this before somewhere. I feel like that's kind of a trademark of a designer that I've seen before, but I cannot remember it for the life of me. I couldn't find anything on Google. Guys, if you know what this is, please leave it in the comments below. Help me solve this mystery. If I find out between now and the time that this airs, I will be sure to kind of put the info on the screen. But it's really beautifully made. Like, this is not a cheap tank top. Like, this is not, you know, cheap silk. This is super, super, super high grade silk and just beautiful finishing. Like, you can tell, like, it's made to look very casual and devil may care, but you can tell that there is care in the detail of how this was made. So TBD on what that'll get. You know, if I can't find a brand, maybe $20, $25, but I just have a sneaking suspicion that this is a high-end designer. But again, if you know it and I haven't put it on the screen, please tell us below and tell us, you know, what you know here. Let's help each other discover what treasures we are actually finding. I found this cute dress from Hell Bunny, and if you are familiar with ModCloth, you're somewhat familiar with Hell Bunny. They kind of live in the same space. Hell Bunny lives a little bit more in like the darker side. They have a little bit more goth leaning styles versus ModCloth's slightly more like twee leaning. But they have this cute little like silky star dress. Stars always go really quickly for me. You know, with the Eras tour going on right now, 100%, this will get snapped up quickly. This is the logo. You know, again, like their stuff isn't, you know, this isn't Eileen Fisher. This isn't something that's made for ever, but it does have like a little bit of a rockabilly feel. You know, it's very trendy. Super, super cute. A great one to find. I'll probably get $25 on this. And if it's a sold out style or this size is sold out, a little bit more even. But Hell Bunny is one that I will always grab just because it does have that like built-in following because it is such a niche brand. Now, this is not something that I do a ton of, and that's maternity wear, but I feel like, you know, I've heard a lot of stories about people who do very well in maternity because nobody wants to spend a ton of money on a whole new maternity wardrobe, especially if it's like their second or third time around. They've already had that like, let's go and spend all the money moment with their first kid. But this is from a Pea in the Pod, and I know a Pea in the Pod is a pretty expensive brand, and this is just a really cool little like basic texture. Look at the texture on that. Black short sleeve shirt with this little tie that I guess goes kind of over the belly. I don't really know how that works, but it's in perfect condition. So I figure if there's ever going to be a time to kind of dip my toe into that market, this is a perfect piece. $20 or $25 maybe. I'll have to do a little bit more work on comps with this, but I think this will sell pretty quickly. Next up, guys, we're still going with these incredible fibers here. I got this beautiful, and this is so wrinkled right now. This is a Kate Spade Saturday shirt. I don't know if this is vintage or not. I feel like Kate Spade Saturday is kind of a more modern line, but this feels like it could very well be 90s. It's this gorgeous like peacock blue button down 100% silk shirt, and this feels like just the best, softest washable silk you've ever felt. It's a size extra large, which is a great size. I don't think that this will last for a second, and I wouldn't be surprised if I grab, you know, $45, $50 on this because it is Kate Spade. You know, the construction is really beautiful, the materialization is beautiful, you know, the finishing is really nice. This is a great find, and I love this color. This is one of those colors that looks good on pretty much everybody you put it on. Dark skin, light skin, cool skin, warm skin, doesn't matter. This is going to make all your features pop. Yes, I love picking Lungo Larno. This is Italian linen. Oh, look at this. Their quality is so beautiful. Actually, one of you was talking about how you love finding their dresses, and I haven't been lucky enough to find one of their dresses. And I have a sneaking suspicion that I found one of their dresses. It wouldn't be leaving my Poshmark closet. It would be going straight into my own closet because I just love linen. But this is the cutest little like summer weight blazer. You know, there's no buttons on it. It's got this beautiful like lace detail here on the edge, little front pockets. It's a size medium, so it's a great size. And again, just like a forever piece that will stay in your closet with proper care forever and ever and ever. Lungo Larno linen, first of all, Italian linen is just a yes. Like if you see made in Italy and it's linen, just get it. It doesn't matter the brand. It will move because people know Italian linen. It's just stunning. It's this is like some of the best quality linen that I've ever had my hands on. And that is saying something because I have had my hands on a lot of linen. Next up, we got a nice bread and butter piece from Soft Surroundings. It's this cute little like super soft stretch jersey, sleeveless top. Look at the armholes in this. I just thought this was so cool. Can you see how that is? It's got this really interesting detail under the arms. So it's kind of like a basic plus, right? Like it's something that, you know, doesn't necessarily have to be worn under something else. It's got enough visual interest to kind of stand on its own. You know, I don't think I'm going to get too much for this, maybe $15 or $20, but it is Soft Surroundings. I know it's really well made. It's a size medium. The textiles are great. The finishing's great. Quality is there. Always a grab. We've got another cashmere piece here. I'm telling you guys, the cashmere and silk fountain was on this week. This cute little Christian Siriano heart print with a little white heart, 100% two-ply cotton, size medium sweater. It's in impeccable condition, no moth holes, no real pilling to speak of. I checked comps on this, and this particular, he did this in a couple different color patterns, and this seemed to be the color pattern that was selling the quickest, but comps were going around $50 to $75 on this sweater, so that was a great find in the bins. We're almost done there, guys. We've only got like 1, 2, 3 more pieces, but up next we've got this great little piece from Madewell. It's in perfect condition. It's this super lightweight cotton. It's, you know, it's collarless, and it's got this little kind of pop over button placket there with 2 big square pockets. This is something that will like get better with wear through the day. I love shirts like that. You know, maybe $25. I think that this is actually in line right now. It's a size medium, great condition, a little bit of a drop tail there. This is a good find. I love finding really nice textiles from Madewell. Oh, this shirt is so stinking cute. This is a top from Cloth and Stone, which is a not Madewell, Anthropologie house brand. And it's just this kind of like oversized loose top with a little bit of a ruffle at the bottom. And it's got an open back with a tie top. I just love this. This looks as cute on a hanger as it does on a mannequin, and that is rare. It's an extra small, so it's, you know, it's a super tiny size, but I don't think that this will sit around all that long. I think it's super cute, and it's got everything going for it, and it's in fabulous condition. Probably $25, $30 on this. Oh, it's so adorable. And it's a good transitional piece from summer into fall. It's got that like kind of pink Barbie thing going for it, but anyway. Next up, we've got this cute little skirt from Mango, and if you'll sometimes see a Mango tag, and you'll sometimes see MNG, that is Mango. It's this cute little boucle kind of patchwork skirt with you know, this kind of black and white plaid. But look at this hem; it's got a little bit of a kick out, and it's asymmetrical. I think I want to tack this to this point here so that slit doesn't fall out. But it's just a really interesting piece. You know, Mango does like minimalist and black and white very well, and they have, including me, a pretty devoted following. It is on the edge of fast fashion, but I found that everything I've bought from there is really, really high quality. In particular, I have a sweater in my closet that I think I've had for maybe going on 10 years now, and it still looks brand new. They wash beautifully. They make their stuff really nice. So something for sure to keep an eye out for, and something, you know, if this is your style, your personal style, to check out just on your own. Really, really great piece there. And finally, we've got this great merino wool cashmere blend sweater. I'm telling you guys, the textile gods were giving this week. This is by a brand called Benedetta B, which I've never heard before, but again, it says made in Italy. It's a size large, and the quality is just like all over this piece. That's the tag there. You know, maybe $35, $40 on this, but it's a great like neutral color. It's a size large. It's made really well. Like, see how that texture is like woven into the sweater. It's not like a separate piece that's been sewn. Just, you know, quality, quality, quality. Really gorgeous piece there. So that is it, guys. That is the very intense haul. Thank you for hanging with me. For all you numbers nerds out there, we're looking at about an MSRP of somewhere between $5,000 and $5,500 on all of the pieces we found today, which is bananas. I spent $47. I went to the bins location. That was $1 per item, so I spent $47 for all of this. I'm looking at sales value. I'm anticipating sales value of about $1,200, which would bring me to a profit of about 900, which gets me at about a 19x ROI. So I will take that all day, any day. Not too shabby for a couple hours in the bins. But thank you so much for hanging with me. I really appreciate your company here. If there's anything here that's your favorite, comment down below. If you've ever found anything like this, if you know what that single sequin tag is, please leave it in the comments down below. If there's anything that you want to see out of my videos, let me know. I'm all ears. I'm still growing. I'm still figuring everything out here. So I always appreciate your feedback. But don't forget to hit like if you enjoyed what you saw here. Don't forget to subscribe. I'd love to have you along on my thrifting journey. But other than that, guys, have a fabulous week. Happy hunting, and I'll see you in the next one.